Bonjour and welcome to this French lesson with me, Jennifer, your French teacher in the south of France. Today I would like to talk to you about one of the most important verbs in French. It's not hard to memorize and you can start using it right away. It's the verb to have. So the verb to have in French is avoir. Now when I say it in this form, avoir, that's the non-conjugated form. That's just the way to say to have. So I'm going to show you that conjugation and give you some examples, and you can start using this verb right away. So how do you say I have in French? Well, I is je, and the verb is ai. You notice when I write it, it becomes j'ai, J apostrophe A-I. The apostrophe is there because if you say je ai, it sounds choppy. And you'll learn real quickly that if something doesn't sound pretty in French, then there's a rule to make it sound right. So that's why we take off the E on the je and we replace it with an apostrophe. And instead of saying je ai, we say j'ai. So how do you say you have? Tu as. So tu is the informal and singular way of saying you in French. Tu as. He has. He is il. And so he has is il a. She has. Elle a. One has. On a. Now, on a means one has in a real general sense, but it also means we have. And I know that won't make a lot of sense, but in French, the on is used to mean we. Even though it's on the singular side of the conjugation chart, that's just the way it is. On a. Now, another way to say we have is on the plural side of the conjugation chart, nous avons. Nous avons. So notice that usually in French, you don't pronounce an S when it's on the end of the word, but when it's followed by a vowel, like it is in this case, we will pronounce it. So, nous avons. The same is true for the next one, vous avez. Vous avez, on the plural side of the conjugation chart, means you have. Now we already said tu as means you have, but that's the singular you, and vous is the plural you. It can also be used as singular you, but only in formal situations. When you're talking to someone to whom you need to show a lot of respect, someone you don't know very well, someone much older than you, that kind of thing. Ils ont means they have. So notice there, the il, if you just have that word, ILS, you don't pronounce the S on the end of the word, il. But just like nous and vous, when it's followed by a vowel, you do, to make it sound right, you do have to pronounce the S. So ils ont means they have. Now that is either a masculine group, a masculine subject group, or it's a mixed subject group. So it can be have masculine and feminine elements in it. Elles ont also means they have, but in that case, it's only a feminine group. All right? So there you have your conjugation for the verb avoir. How about some examples? What if I want to say, I have a sister? J'ai une sœur. Voilà, très bien. What if I want to say, you have some keys? Tu as des clés. What if I want to say, he has a reservation at the hotel? Il a une réservation à l'hôtel. If I want to say, she has a problem. Elle a un problème. If I want to say, we have luggage, I can either say, on a des bagages, or I can say, nous avons des bagages. Now, what if I'm talking to a group of people and I want to address them and say, do you have any luggage? I can form a question in one of three ways. I'm going to use the inverted way, and I'm going to say, avez-vous des bagages? Have you any luggage? You see how you just flip around the subject and the verb and it becomes a question? Now, what about they have some sheets? Ils ont des draps. Ils ont des draps. Make sure that you say ils ont. What if you want to say, do they have any towels? Let's use the elle form of they, imagining that we have an all feminine subject. Ont-elles des serviettes? Ont-elles des serviettes? Do they have any towels? Voila! I hope this little video has been helpful to you. Practice that conjugation. Repeat it with me one more time. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Voilà, très bien, good for you. If you're interested, go on and download the PDF file that I've made available for you. The whole lesson is written there for you, and you can also do the exercises. Let me know in the comments how it goes for you and start using this verb right away. Merci, à bientôt.